Happy Thumbs Gaming. Big show.
Hey everybody, it's Brian with Happy Thumbs Gaming. We're on level 19, Under Attack Free Play. And I don't know if you can tell, but I'm extremely excited because we only have a couple levels of free play left. And this one is actually going to require a couple of things. We're going to need a Dilo and a Raptor. And of course, if you haven't completed the story yet, get back and finish the story. That being said, we are going to head off onto Isla Nublar and go ahead and select level 19, Under Attack Free Play. And choose our favorite character to get things rolling. And actually, it's not our favorite character. It's just the one they recommended, so we went with it. But, you guys probably remember this. This is a long one, back and forth, as we go right and left down the main alleyway of Jurassic World. Now, as we get started, we're going to head on over to the left, and we see that there's a Pteranodon blocking our path, so we switch to a character with the Scream ability to break through the glass of the music store and give us access inside. Now we're going to need to destroy all of the stuff inside. I wouldn't normally recommend going into a music store and destroying everything, but in this particular case, we need to reveal a little power supply here, and we're going to fix that up with Zach, and that's going to cue the old jukebox and create a little domino effect outside, which knocks over a power pole and breaks a fire hydrant and all sorts of stuff. So basically, we're trapped now. There's a really weird cinematic moment there where it just focuses way too intensely on that electricity, but we're moving on now, and as you can see, it actually takes us down to the far left end of where the other stuff's going on, but then it confuses you by taking you back to your character where you just were. So now keep in mind, there is a Dilo box in the far right where we started. I haven't mentioned it yet. We're going to come back and get all three in one swoop, but there is a Dilo box over there, and if you want to grab it now, you're welcome to. Otherwise, switch to your left-hand character over here and start smashing things. If you remember, there's a Pteranodon inside the old sushi shop there, so we need to sneak by him and use the old panel on the wall back past him. But first, there's actually a crowbar spot right here in the theater, so we're going to break inside and we're going to go check out the old popcorn machine here. And by check out, I mean smash it to pieces. And we'll build those pieces up into a Minikit, which actually happens to be Minikit number 1 for this level. So, all right. We got a bunch of medium-sized ankle biters out there, and we're going to continue to fight those guys off while we go, and we scan this little panel over here. Beep, boop, beep, boop, boop. Once we scan the panel, we find that it actually closes the sushi shop doors and traps that Pteranodon in there. But the Pteranodon is not going out with a bunch of quietness. He's actually shaking and a banging and a booming, and he knocked down a bunch of pieces for us to build up. So we build those up into a nice little rock climbing wall. So get your climb on with Owen, get up top, and make sure you kick down the ladder so that your other character can get up. However, I was sitting up here waiting for my other character to get up here. I totally forgot. I don't have another character over here because it's free play. So switch Owen on over to Claire, which means you didn't really need to click the ladder down. But anyways, we're up here. Switch to Claire. It cues the old beep boop beep boop boop, which actually brings on a nice hologram. You know, I wouldn't mind a big hologram like this of myself right out in front of my house. People come up and knock on the door, and I'm like, whoop, hologram up, hello. think that'd be weird? I bet you I wouldn't have very many solicitors. All right, so we queued the little scene there, which gave us access a little further down the way, and we can see we can get to the arcade, but we cannot get in it. There's a big lock, so it's maybe a good idea to switch to the character back on the right side of the old alleyway, but we're going to go ahead and ride the old car first and get some studdage out of it. Now, when we left off, there was nothing here but an electricity wall. When we came back, the Pteranodon that we scared off with that hologram actually knocked over a bunch of bricks, and we build those up into a bone boinger, and we also got a couple of twirly poles, so we'll use those to get across, and right off the bat, we see there's a little spot we can slide under into the clothes shop there, and inside is the amber brick, so we are going to go ahead and build up the bridge first so that we can get back and forth, but as soon as you get an opportunity, slide on into the clothes store and check out that amber brick. There's also a bluesy in the back right corner, and I wouldn't be surprised if there's something else in the front left, but anyhow, once you get that amber brick, switch to a character with a photographic ability, which Owen is not one, my bad on that. And we'll pull out our camera. Oh, strike 2, we're not going to fail again, are we? All right, we pull out Gray Mitchell here, and we finally get a picture taken. And the Pteranodon takes off and drops a gold key right in front of the arcade. What a coincidence. We actually needed a gold key. Now, keep in mind, too, there is a minute or two before we get to the next collectible, and I should have mentioned this already, but there is quick links down below in the video description if you're in a hurry to get to the Minikits, or, well, I guess the Amber Brick's already passed, so that wouldn't be what you're after, but anyhow, we'll use that gold key to get into the arcade, and inside the arcade, there's not only a bunch of games that we can smash and grab studs, but on the left, there's a fence that we can hop over with any character with the agility ability. Then go ahead and flip the fuse, which, hey, look at that, I got lucky and actually got it one try, woohoo! That'll go ahead and power things up and give us a crazy, I don't know if I'd pay 25 cents for that ride or not, that's a little bit suspect. But basically, it launches the old cart off and crashes into a bunch of things, giving us access to the rest of the area. And at this point, I realized, wait a minute, I now have the ability to get all 3 of the Dilophosaurus blocks. So we're going to head back to the very beginning, which isn't far. And we're going to switch to a Dilo, and we're going to go ahead and take out the first of 3. Then we'll switch characters and make our way back to the left-hand side of the area. And right towards the very beginning of where we started in the coffee shop, you can see there is the second Dilo block. So we'll go ahead and spin on that with our halitosis breath, and we'll make it all the way down and right past the arcade. There's a truck bent over, or it's on its side, bent over, and tipped over, I guess is the word I was looking for. Go ahead and take that out, grab the Minikit, and booyakashow. Now, before advancing too far, you're going to want to switch to Lex and go inside the arcade. And now we're going to play a little game of the old Raptor Man again, except for I totally, looked at it real quick and totally messed this up. So I was trying to, do the most efficient, awesome way, and I went the wrong way. For some reason, my eyes saw the bottom path as the path that got us to the end, but not the case. Now, truth be told, I'm not sure you actually need to get all of the little white dots. You might actually be able to just go to the end, and that might be it. I'm not even sure on that. We were kind of laughing about that as I was playing it here. But anyhow, you can go ahead and leave a message down below if you don't need to complete that and you tried it. But once you do complete it, you actually get a Minikit. And that might be, you might have to complete it to get the Minikit, but you might not have to complete it to be, I don't know. Anyways, once you get through that, go ahead and exit the arcade and head around the front where there is that tipped over truck. And switch on over to Ellie because there is a watering spot. It's almost impossible to see from this angle, but you can see I kind of move to the side and I water it, and then I get trapped inside that. Look at that. Have you guys seen that yet? That's weird. Once you get all the way to the top, though, there is a Minikit in the back left corner, so go ahead and grab that for number 4. And then we can go ahead and walk across the front of the building here, get a few studs along the way. And then, of course, we can drop down into this other area over here, which actually is the fountain area. But before we advance the fountain, we want to make sure that we hit up this little mini door over here. It's kind of hiding in the, I don't know, it's a cafe of some sort. But switch to a little guy and slide on through that mini door. And once you get up top, you actually find a dino dung pile. So choose your favorite dino dung diver and hop up inside. And inside you get Minikit number 5. So, all right. We'll go ahead and hop back down, except for you need to use the mini door to get down there, I think. There's that glass protective barrier around the edge to prevent little guys like us from jumping over the edge. So once you get back down there, you can find that there is the fountain awaiting us to go ahead and advance into the final areas of this mission. So this is another one of those moments where clicking one of the quick links, that's such a tongue twister, clicking one of the quick links, it would be, a decent thing for you to do if you're in a hurry. I was concerned that I missed something over here, but I didn't, I promise you. So I switch over to Ellie, I try to jump over, nothing good there, and then I'm like, all right, I'm going to switch back because I'm going to edit this out. Then I switched to the wrong character, so it would have been a terrible edit. So I just let it go so we could all laugh at me. All right, build up the pieces, push the old switch all the way around until it puts out the old fire there. And at that point, it's actually going to cue a little scene that we've removed, but it's going to take us to a new area where we actually have to help 4 engine mercenaries, hunter, I don't know what they are. They're engine employees, I guess. So we'll go ahead and start things off by using the old tracking item. So we'll pull out Barry and follow the blue pathway all the way over to the corner, which we actually find a few bricks we can build up into what looks like some sort of a totem bouncer, or totem, I don't know what we call these things, a little a pad we can bounce on. We'll have to come up with a name for that. I don't have one. So anyways, use the icons indicated to get across. Use the old rope one more time to get over to the other ledge. Then go ahead and kick down the ladder for easy access back up here and switch to a character with a knife or raptor claw to go ahead and take down the shrubs, which drops the Jeep and frees the first of our buddies in peril here. So It also dropped a bunch of bricks, so we'll build those bricks up into a makeshift rocket here. We'll go ahead and pump it up by jumping on it a few times. But we're also greeted by a few compies, so take those guys out to alleviate any stress. And then, like I said, jump on it 3 times, 3rd time's the charm, and it takes off, and blammo! What a weird flight pattern that was. We won't argue, though, because it cleared the way for us. And as soon as we get through there, we actually see that there is a watering spot. So switch on over to any character that has that ability, which I'm not sure who else besides Ellie has it, but we'll use Ellie to go ahead and build it up. And it turns out, guess what? It's a Minikit. So grab Minikit 6 and we'll roll on out. And down the path, we find a few things to break up and a little bit of studdage. And being that we did not have our true survivor yet, I was still actively stud whoring it up. So give me that. Got to get them all. Got to get them all. And all right, so we will go ahead and make our way down. Oh, look at that true survivor. Da, 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 da. But you might have noticed there's this cracked wall over here. So switch on over to a baby Triceratops or perhaps a Packy. Blast it open, grab that Minikit, and go to help the guy, and you get attacked by a raptor. That's no good, so press the icons indicated, kick him off, and go ahead and then continue to help the poor lad under the rock there, and eventually we get him out. And now the bricks gave us a bridge, so we hop up top. Ooh, stinky poo. All right, we got to switch on over to our favorite Dino Dung Diver. Owen will do the trick, dive up in there and see what's going down, or what's coming out, I guess. We get a blue stud and a handful of bricks we can build up. So, ooh, look at that. It's a ladder. So we'll go ahead and use that to get up top. Once we get up top, we find that there is, a grapple hook. So we'll go ahead and use Barry and his grapple hook. And we'll rip that open. But we find out that actually that made a little too much noise. And it looks like Delta is coming over to say hi. So we're going to have to switch to somebody with the camouflage ability. And luckily for us, we got Owen out. So we'll go ahead and go invisible. And we'll make our way through the log here and all the way over to the backside, which we can smash these brown, I don't know if they're stumps or what they are, but they give us a bunch of bricks we can build up. But we're going to save those for a second. Over on the far right side, there is another dino dung pile, so we'll hop in there and pull out a bunch of brown bricks, which that only means one thing, a Minikit. Wait a minute, I'm building the wrong pile here. It doesn't matter which one you build them in. We build up the old, I don't know, it's the Delta Boinger. I don't know what that we call that, but build it up. We got the Minikit for completing that as well. We'll go ahead and give him the old pow right in the you-know-what and knock him off, and we get our other character through, which Amanda Kirby, again, why is the AI selecting these characters? I can't think of any reason why Amanda Kirby would be needed at this point in the game. So weird to me that it does that. Anyways, yeah, go ahead and use your grapple hook to pull down the box, which will then give us some bricks to build up, and we bounce our way to the top and find out, oh no, the raptors have the last guy under attack, but the I-Rex is also there. So we're going to have to use our camo ability one more time to sneak on by the raptor up front, and we'll get over to this broke down truck and build up the pieces in the corner here. And once we get over there and build up those pieces, it's actually going to, I guess, drive off and scare the raptor away. But anyway, we'll go ahead and do that. But we actually have to build up the pieces and shoot it first. So don't forget to shoot it with Barry. And here we go. We had to charge it up. Vroom, 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 vroom. All right, so it took off. Took the old raptor with us, or with him, and, crashed out some bricks too. Now, keep in mind, we're going to need a raptor to follow a raptor scent right now, and it's wise to go ahead and select the raptor while you have enough room. See, I make it to this little pathway back here, and there's not enough room for the game to spawn a raptor because he's too big. Even though I can spawn a Packy, it won't let me spawn the raptor, so I have to make my way out of this little crevasse area here. And look, somehow I ended up choosing Amanda Kirby myself. That's just weird. Coincidence? Perhaps. But we'll go ahead and switch down to the raptor, and we'll follow that stinky trail. I don't know who left this trail behind, but again, I'm glad it's not me having to figure it out what it is. All right, it kind of disappeared on me there. I'm not sure it's because those bricks were there or what, but it is over on the far right side, and it will come all the way back down the trail we just found ourselves coming down. But eventually we get to a pile, and it digs it up, and guess what? It kicks out a Minikit, so booyakashow. Number 9 is now ours as well. Now we just have to go and build and queue the last little moment here of this area. And, of course, we're going to head off into a final chase scene, which will get us that last Minikit. So Yeah, you can't use a raptor to use the boost buddy pad, so switch on over to another human, boing up, and throw that silver bullet or whatever that is over at the IREX, and let's move out to the final chase scene here. So, hey, I did a heck of a lot better in my aim this time. Last time I was terrible. I also figured out that you could only shock a raptor for so long, so you shouldn't focus on one at a time. You should shoot the closest one to you. It doesn't really matter if they jump on you. It doesn't do anything. However, if you notice, it was significantly faster getting through that section. So we'll do the same. We'll press the button indicator to bring Gray back in, and we got 2 more raptors chasing us, which we can actually go after and zap them real quick. And here in a second, we're going to switch vehicles. We're actually going to be looking at this vehicle from a distance, and we're going to have the ability to drive that vehicle too. So rather than shoot, we're going to switch to the driver, and we're going to try to get the Minikit. But first, you actually have to see, I've already switched to the driver, and I'm just driving behind him like a madman. But I'm realizing I have to actually advance this part of the chase by taking out the raptor on the roof. So shoot the raptor off once you get into this section, and then switch to the driver. And it's actually going to change angles one more time here. And here we go, side view, and here comes the Minikit. So make sure you're on the top side of the screens by pressing up on your controller and just ride that wall all the way up. Keep riding, keep riding, keep riding. It comes really quick, and booyakashow. Look at that. Minikit is now ours, and we can go ahead and take out the last raptor, trying to hold down the Ford over here on the front of the truck. But once you get that, pew, 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 get his health meter all the way down, it'll actually take us to the final total screen. So, to the, under attack free play, level complete. We got a whole bunch of studs stacking up because we have been saving our money. That's the good thing to do. When you make money, you shouldn't go spend it and blow it right away. And we're using that to, we're actually going to buy some gold bricks, some red bricks, as soon as we get done with the free playage. And, of course, we got all 10 mini-kits in this level and the amber brick. The 10 kits build together to, looks like it's a Pteranodon, maybe, Skeletor version. We'll find out right now. What is it? Oh, it's a Dimorphodon. I probably said that wrong, but I tried. So, one more left for that trophy achievement for getting all those, and that return to the island can only mean one thing, that's going to wrap up LEGO Jurassic World Level 19 Under Attack Free Play. Only one level left, guys. Only 10 more mini-kits and 1 amber brick, assuming that you haven't gotten any of those collectibles in the final level. But if you had, that's even less work for you to do. But hey, we hope you guys enjoyed this. If you did, why don't you stop by and let us know over at Facebook, Twitter, or simply comment, vote, subscribe down below. We also have Instagram, G+, and Twitch. All these links can be found down below in the video description, as well as a link to our trophy achievement guide for LEGO Jurassic World and other trophy achievement guides too. So head on over to HappyThumbsGaming.com, do us all a favor, and you won't regret it. As for me, that's going to go ahead and wrap things up. As always, until next time. We're almost